Huge 2 points. The Leafs look like they're gonna... I'm not gonna jinx them like you did, but they look good. Yeah, big 2 points, but I don't know how many games they could win getting outshot like that. You're just being negative. Come on, they were playing the Panthers. Oh. Look at it finally. Go Canadian fire.
Country. Deal with it.
Elon smash.
Owen Grubowski.
GTFO. I got it from afar. You don't even remember who the Leafs played? I black out every time Scrivens leaves the crease. Leafs win 3-2 over the Florida Panthers. Joffrey Lupul, the big hero in this game that everyone's talking about, and I'll talk about how much I love him and want to have his babies later, but remember how last video when I said the Leafs lean way too heavily on their goaltending, and it's one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, that they're winning games? Ladies and gentlemen of the internet jury, I present Exhibit A. I know it was the second game in a back-to-back, but the Leafs surrendered 42 shots to the Florida Panthers, who, to be fair, have the Leafs number for whatever reason. The Panthers have like a Boston-like record against the Leafs over the last few years. Scrivens allowing just 2 goals on those 42 shots, and neither of them was a straight shot. Both were actually deflections off Leaf defensemen. One off Mark Frazier, one off Mike Koska, for those of you looking for someone to be mad at. The Leafs were outshot 16-7 in the first, and Scrivens never faced fewer than 12 shots in a period. And some of you are going to be like, Steve, why are you so negative? They won. Actually, you're the one being negative. I'm not talking about how much the Leafs suck. I'm talking about how great Scrivens is. Okay, the Leafs suck a little bit, but Scrivens is awesome. And that's got me a little nervous because you've probably seen me say it in videos, other people on the Twitter sphere saying it, how we're really worried that the Leafs are going to go out and get another goalie, when that's probably the least of their problems. Their biggest problem right now is primary defense, which brings me to giving Dion Phaneuf some credit. Because I read the comments, and win or lose, doesn't matter if he's put up points, laid a big hit, scored a goal, he just gets murdered every game. No one seems to like how this guy plays. Most notably, his skating can be pretty brutal. But he's got a cannon, and when you put him on the right side, which the Leafs haven't actually done that often, he's an offensive threat. Boom, there's a tying goal. He has decent offensive numbers this season, and when you go, well, he's paid for defense, this is true. However, he hasn't played one game this season with a proper defensive partner. He started the season with Mike Koska, and we can get into the Mike Koska debate, but he shouldn't be on the first pairing. Then the Leafs call up Corbinian Holzer, who ends up playing on Phaneuf's pairing. Like, what? You know what that reminds me of? The Leafs would have Marius Cherkasky as a healthy scratch, but when he was in the lineup, he played with Matt Sundin. There were a few guys Sundin played with who were either call-ups or healthy scratches, and then played with him. Pretty sure Alexander Suglobov got a shot with him. He's now in Spartak Moscow in the KHL. And Jeremy Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Remember him? I'm getting off track. Another guy that Phaneuf has played with this season is Carl Gunnarsson. Of all the Leafs, that is the guy Phaneuf should be playing with. And he's hurt. He was out of the lineup, now he's back in, but he's openly admitted that, yeah, he's not 100%, he's playing hurt. And if you read the post-game blog in the Underbar, Cam talks about how Phaneuf was actually great for the Leafs down the stretch in this game and protected the lead. Last but not least, Joffrey Lupul. I will have his babies. All his babies. 400 babies! That got real. And the Leafs can never seem to all get hot at the same time, but in years past, they haven't even had one guy hot at a time in some points. This Lupul's on fire! I thought it was pretty good. And on both goals, the assist went to Kessel and Bozak, so look for that line to stay together. And let that be the question of the game. Do you think Lupul, Bozak, Kessel should stay together? My opinion is yes. However, James Van Riemsdyk, you gotta give him credit. He had a pretty good game, I think. He wasn't dynamite, but he had a chance or two, and he looked like he was playing hungry. And the great thing now is if JVR starts to build a little chemistry with Kadri, but then the top line goes cold, or Kadri goes cold, or whatever, you can switch it up mid-game. The Leafs have options? What is this, 2002? You see, kids, that's a joke about the good old days. Did I ever tell y'all about Dmitry Yeskovich? I should probably stop here. So to end it off, question of the game, would you keep the Lupul, Bozak, Kessel line together? Would you go back to the old one of JVR with Bozak and Kessel? Or would you say no because you want Bozak traded? Trade deadline's coming, and so is the end of the regular season, and the Leafs find themselves in 6th. I like it. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, and post-game blog in the Underbar. Later.